Belief is too powerful for government. For a politician to believe anything should equate to automatic failure. One can believe that he is acting with honor, while his actions themselves rob others of the same. People frequently act on information that is plainly false, driving them to horrific ends simply because they believe that they're right. They believe that this information is true. And it's simply because belief is an easier option given the alternatives. We as a society have been indoctrinated with some underlying moray that forces us not to question belief. In my personal opinion, it's organized religion itself combined with the separation of church and state and competing ideologies within that relationship. But I digress. The problem is that people believe the most absurd things without question because it's easy. But when has the right thing to do ever been easy? Isn't it better to think that when one acts, he acts with honor? At least in this option, there's room for debate. When you think you're right, you automatically agree to the possibility of a mistake. The same can't be said for believing. Thinking is not so resolute or unyielding as believing is, and it indicates an active nature, kind of, that it's ever changing under effect of infinite variables. Thinking is more difficult, of course, especially in our society where we love to have the TV do all the thinking for us, but thinking is the reason for the myriad distractions we see on a daily basis. It has been happening for decades. Methodical, slow, and has gone unnoticed to the vast majority lost in their sea of distracted ignorance. Evil poisons have chipped away at the foundation of American economic freedom and really have left us on the verge of ruin with very few opportunities for salvation. People have begun to rise in the streets shouting things like, "Give me back my house," or "Get out of my wallet," to the ones in control of our government. Corporate and sadist entities have fleeced our economy of nearly all its wealth and have hidden it all away. So Americans have begun to occupy this park and that city, and they want to give voice to these grievances. And really they've been met with unbelievable responses from both the mass media in general and police forces of given locations. But this really is only the beginning of something that's going to take years, maybe even more than a decade to accomplish. The sacrifices of this movement will not go unnoticed in the coming months, and it is really my sincerest wish that those sacrifices catalyze the rest of the country into some form of action. Hopefully, maybe, if we're lucky, we can start to think instead of believe that we're doing the right thing.